I'm so glad that you brought this up. If you haven't heard about Dave Paulides' Missing 411 series, you need to go check this out. So Dave Paulides is a former police officer. He's published numerous books outlining the details and similarities between hundreds of missing persons cases across the world. And they are terrifying. Like, genuinely, if there's one thing in this world I'm afraid of, it's the unknown source of these random disappearings that Dave Paulides talks about. And in the TikTok this comment is referencing, that is actually what got me looking into the Missing 411 and the countless sleepless nights since then. Anyway, so just to paint a little bit of a picture of what terrifies me the most is that all of these cases of missing people seem to have some of the most inexplicable characteristics. Now, this documentary is available to watch on some streaming services, which will explain in great detail, better than I can sum up, the mystery of what is going on here. Anyway, so essentially most of these mysterious disappearances are occurring in national parks around the world. This is still an ongoing mystery and something that Dave Paulides has actually dedicated his entire career trying to solve, or to literally just try and make any sense of what is going on for the sake of the victims' families. Now, without going into too much detail of the grim stories, I'm just going to refer to this one here in this article that is eerily similar to the original TikTok of this comment I'm referencing. So it's the story of a boy under the age of 5 that just seemingly vanished while berry picking with his parents. A search was carried out for 2 months trying to find the little boy. After the search dogs lost the scent, which is a similarity in most cases, one that seems to dumbfound the dog trainers even themselves, because it just doesn't really make any sense. Anyway, after 6 months, the family returns to the national park with flowers as a memorial for their lost son. And while they're doing this, their other little boy, also under the age of 5, completely vanishes into thin air. What? These poor people, oh my god. Another search was conducted with around apparently 300 people assigned, but they managed to find the boy and he was completely unharmed after multiple days and nights spent in the national park by himself. Now this is what terrifies me. Not only is the child perfectly clean, there is no dirt on his clothes at all and he does not appear to be traumatized. He was found sitting on a log playing with some twigs by himself. When the rescue officers ask him about where he'd been, he says that he was with the fuzzy man. The officers were like, do you mean like hairy fuzzy? And he just said no, he was a fuzzy man. Damn it, I'm gonna have to make a part 2 for the fuzzy man. It's in the comments, check it out. So the fuzzy man was someone that a missing 5-year-old boy who was found by park rangers missing in a national park for multiple days, said that he was looked after by the fuzzy man. Now this is all in reference to Dave Paulides' Missing 411, so please make sure you go watch part 1 to get caught up, because this is terrifying. So now that we're all up to speed, now I'm going to show you a scene from the VHS movie. It has an eerily similar depiction of this fuzzy man, also in a national park. I have no idea if these are connected in any way, but it gave me goosebumps when I watched the movie and thought of this. I can't show you very much because it's an extremely gruesome movie.
Traumatic stress therapy or something.
No, it's not therapy. I brought you back because I needed bait.
Bait?
They never caught him, Joey. They never believed me, how he was everywhere. How he could be at 2 places at once. That wall back there, my friend smashed her head open on it.
Wendy, this is crazy, okay? I think you need help. Maybe we should just get the others and let's get the fuck out of here.
They're dead, Joey. He's back.
No.
And this time, I'm ready for you.
Get shit out of here. I think you need...
The VHS movies are so weird. Okay, so this next clip is actually from the Missing 411 documentary by Dave Paulides that I was watching and nearly had an existential crisis.
It was a great night to hunt. Also, I thought I had like a mote in my eye. I even took my finger and wiped my eye, like when you get that fogginess over your eye, like it's just, I look and I'm thinking, what is it in the trees? like a large piece of saran wrap. It's the only way I can describe it. But this thing was very wide. So I'm up 14 foot and it hung quite a ways down. And I'm thinking, what is this thing? It didn't really scare me at that time until it moved and formed the arm that reached over to the other tree. It reached over about 12 to 14 foot, and then it all, like a blob, like sucked into it, and it went.
Nope. I'm good, thank you. What the fuck? Anyway, on Dave Politis' search to discovering the truth behind these mysteries, he spent some nights camping with this Ron Moorhead and his friend Al Berry. Now, these men back in the early 70s managed to capture some recordings of these creatures that they heard in the woods that they were camping in. These sounds were recorded by this man, Ron Moorhead, and his friend Al Berry, who recorded the sounds in the early 1970s in Sierra Nevada while they were on a camping trip. What would you do if you heard these sounds coming from around your campsite? So these sounds have been studied relentlessly over the decades by academic professionals, professors, language interpreters, the lot. And it has been determined that this is an unknown creature using octaves not capable of being produced by a human, nor do they match any known animal whatsoever. So it's confirmed these are real sounds, with the source still to this day unidentified. Now, the sounds have been associated with Bigfoot and are basically labelled the Sierra Nevada Bigfoot, Sasquatch sounds, whatever. But it's extremely interesting to explore the other theories that some people have. Reading the comments from part 1 and 2 really got me thinking, and even more terrified of the possible mysterious sources of all of these missing persons cases referenced from the Missing 411. Go check out the other parts. So in my previous video, I talked about the fuzzy man. That genuinely does seem to tie into the whole Missing 411 and the Sierra Nevada recordings. Now, the most interesting part of this has to be the theories. Some people are suggesting it's an interdimensional rip. It could be some kind of time warp. A human potentially capable of invisibility, an entirely different evolved species of human, the Fae, like the list is endless, and the possibilities as well. It's just all so confusing. There is still so much yet to be discovered about this world, and the Missing 411, the Sierra Nevada sounds, and this fuzzy man are a huge part of that.